snacking on some popcorn.
Ivan made a comment after the last one of the last episodes about he was like, "Yeah, do a podcast about compost. I would actually listen to that. I think that'd be really interesting."
Who said that?
Ivan, he's one of my coworkers.
Larry's Dirt.
I'm not doing that though. It was very nice, but I
Do
don't
you think
know
like
that.
the Black Cow Compost Company has 1-star reviews somewhere on there?
Oh my god,
Larry's
Look it
Dirty
up.
Deeds.
Oh man,
Larry's Dirt Sheet.
I got a shitload
as
of,
the compost.
I got a
turns.
shitload of dirt and compost and sand and grass seed today.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So laid down. I just got some contractors mix. The secret.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
The secret is to go half sand, half dirt, and then some mushroom compost. Throw the seed in there, mix it all together, and then lay that down, rake it out good.
A loamy topsoil mix with some seeds.
Yeah. Get you and the compost really lets it just like take hold. Because I told you, I've got like a couple of weeks. And if it doesn't take hold in a couple of weeks, it's done for. Because it gets so shady in my backyard. Yeah. If it gets in there, if it's got roots and it pops up, then it'll be good all summer.
Half my side yard here is just dirt because it's just bad. It's bad. Larry donated me sod a couple of years ago.
Well, is it just because there's no sun?
It wasn't just sod.
Yeah, it's just shadowy.
It wasn't just. We got you the. Have you ever gotten like the big cubic yard of the cube of dirt from Soul Free?
The big yellow cube or whatever? Yeah.
We did that for the garden. We got soil for that, but we didn't get sod for that now.
Well, when I gave you that sod, I think I gave you the leftover of
You
the
did.
cube I had.
Yeah, and the patches you gave me, they're still there.
Okay.
But there was like I like the whole stretch of the side was.
You know
just
what you could
dirt.
do?
Huh?
Forget about grass in that spot.
Caleb Dirt.
Go get a bunch of good shady plants that like shade and half sun. Like
a little
you
bed.
could do hostas, you could do cast iron, because hostas like a little sun, a little shade. Cast iron would like to never see the sun ever. So if you got a real shady spot, throw some cast iron in there.
Part of me doesn't care because I think in 4 or 5 years I might convince Lindsay to let us just pave that area.
Oh,
and do like a side
we can do that.
driveway because we can't park in the garage. We have too much shit, and the kids will start driving in like
Why don't
4 or
you
5.
just clean out your shit?
We have a lot of stuff. Bodies.
Well, stuff you're using too.
Boxes.
Right? Your box and
you should be
blood.
dissolving your
Is your
bodies
box
for
back
feeding
there?
them to pigs. No. Man, I've known you multiple years. Have I not taught you how to dispose of a body?
I like to compile them. I like to keep
Oh, like
them.
trophies?
Yeah, like
Dude,
Dexter.
keep their eyes or their teeth or something cool. You don't need to keep the whole body.
Did you watch the
We joke about this. Wasn't there a Greenville native who recently did this in the past?
Oh,
years?
yeah, that guy.
Spartanburg guy,
Starts
the
with
realtor?
A K. Starts with the realtor.
He
Yeah.
lived. Yeah. So he was actually the realtor for a couple of people I knew at ZF.
Caning?
Nice.
What the heck was that guy's name?
He
Starts
was
with a
keeping
K.
him in. He was keeping him in like storage buildings. outside
Well, that's how
his
that's how he found his
He's keeping
last
somebody
victim.
alive.
Yeah.
And they found her.
It was
That's so
like his assistant or something like that.
so
And
cool.
then,
Really
and then
screwed
he
up.
killed the assistant's like boyfriend and buried him.
Yeah. That's really hot.
Now,
Oh, God.
now we're a true crime podcast, guys. We're gonna get more ratings this way. Anyway, no. Before we get into the big episode, did you watch the last or the remake of the last season of Dexter?
No.
It's so good. It's creepy as shit.
Is it good?
It's
I
good.
loved Dexter in college, but the last season was poop.
This one definitely makes up for it.
Cool.
It definitely like really said,
Dexter's
hey,
one
our
of those
bad.
shows, just like almost everyone, I feel like where the first 3 or 4 seasons are just phenomenal.
Yeah. Once
And
they
then
got
it gets
past
stale and old.
once they got past Trinity, it was done.
Yeah, Trinity
Todd
was
Collip. Collip?
Call him.
Kohlehepp.
That's it.
Todd Collip.
Yep.
All right, what
True crime.
restaurant are we doing?
Limoncello is
And are
today's
you
episode,
recording?
boys. Yes, we've been
Limoncello.
recording the whole time.
Oh, we have?
Yes. This is organic banter.
Oh.
Yep. So, anything that you said
I don't
about...
really like things that are organic. I like processed,
We just talked about grass
chemical.
and plants. That's as organic as you get.
All
I don't
the
know.
plants
You
in
know
my
what
house
they're...
are
I
fake
mean,
plants.
is that a brown cow manure coming from
How now, brown cow?
from non-steroid fed cows? Just saying.
I only want steroid-fed cows.
You know who
Give
also
me a
wants
shitload of trenbolone, baby. You know that's what trenbolone is. I don't know if you guys care anything about steroids, but
No, what is this?
trenbolone is a steroid that a lot of people take. It's known as Tren, and it's insane. It makes you feel insane, but it also makes you humongous. but it is what they give to cows to make them way bigger. So the reason why like a beef cow is 6,000 pounds is because of trenbolone. And dudes take that to get bigger.
That's not a good idea.
What an idiot. How dumb can you be?
Welcome to the Swollen Podcast.
Welcome to a podcast about steroids.
But that is Caleb Westman, my other co-host, along with Larry Simonson.
You know, again, the segues into talking about the restaurants on this podcast sometimes, I hesitate to
let me
wonder
tell you who
what the
doesn't
restaurants
use.
are thinking
Let me
about.
tell you who doesn't use cow steroids. Limoncello. Your
No.
episode you're listening to today. I'm Adrian, your host of 1-star reviews. We read the bad reviews of good places. We enjoy Limoncello. We'll talk about the good times there. But let's just get right to it because we're 5 minutes in, and I don't edit this, as Larry knows.
Oh, right.
Was given the wrong order to begin with. And after getting my correct, parentheses, warm order, it was mentioned that I could get dessert. So we paid and placed dessert order to go. Left after getting our dessert, then had someone run across the street after me saying that I had to pay for the dessert. So I walked back and paid. The zappolis weren't fully cooked and the tiramisu was just tossed into the container. Terrible first experience.
What's a zeppoli?
Zeppole. Yeah. While you do another one, let me look it up here. So we don't have
It's
dead
a
air.
dessert, right?
Is it like a rigid dirigible? It's an airship of some sort.
Yes. Here,
Zeppoles.
go ahead and hit the thing. I'll go ahead and read this. That'll
The
give you plenty of time.
thing.
We went for an early Valentine's date on Saturday. We had heard from a friend that they loved this restaurant, but we were thoroughly unimpressed. The food was mediocre at best, definitely not worth what we paid for. My husband and I were both very disappointed with our meals. The drinks were also mediocre. The worst part was our server. She did not know how to smile and made us feel very awkward multiple times throughout the night. At one point, she tried to take my husband's salad that he was still eating. He told her he was still eating it, yet she still walked away with his food. So he then more loudly called to her that he was not done eating the salad, and she just brought it back without even really apologizing and walked away. She did not smile once, and she kept making these distasteful facial expressions when we would order, as if she did not want to be there taking our order. My suggestion, don't waste your money. For the food and service, I would not have paid even half of what our meal costed.
So,
It was weird.
first of all, people are just, you're right, dude. I'm going to start paying attention to this. People are out here they just need to be apologized
Listen,
to.
I've had such a rough day at work.
I'm
My boss was an
sorry
asshole. I need
that-
somebody to just acknowledge that they have wronged me.
I'm just so sorry that you're such a weak person that you can't overcome this adversity.
Sorry, that's
Hey, that's
So
That was my bad.
That's my bad. That's my bad that you suck. It's my bad that you don't like my facial
the other
expressions.
thing is, she didn't say that the lady didn't apologize. She said that she didn't really apologize.
It wasn't a heartfelt apology.
So it seems like she maybe was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I'm sorry that you feel awkward from my behavior. I'm sorry you feel bad.
And man. And this is like the trillionth review we've read. And again,
Yeah.
someone is talking about like facial expressions. I think people are like, they're reading into stuff that is just not there. Like, she's a waitress. She's got to like be perfect. I don't know.
People have bad days.
is Zeppola, plural, Zeppole,
yeah.
is it's like a fried fritter.
Okay.
And according to the credible Wikipedia, typically about 4 inches. That's pretty big, right, guys? 4 inches is pretty big.
4
Right?
inches, it's a pretty normal, it's a
I
pretty
have
average size.
18-inch biceps. Is that pretty big? The answer, yes. The average American male has 13 and a half.
Okay,
inch
good.
Biceps.
Okay, good. 4-inch fritters. The fritter is usually topped with a powdered sugar and may be filled with custard, jelly, and cannoli style pastry cream or butter in a honey mixture. And this is what it looks like there. Looks like a nice.
looks
Oh,
good.
very
It
good.
looks like a churro.
Once again,
Let's
yeah,
just be
it's
honest.
like a
Italian
churro
churro.
wrapped around with like stuff on top.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Churro mixed with the custard.
All right, I got one.
Give you something epic. Ready?
Oh my god.
Father and mother-in-law went by for dinner. Service last night told me they had a terrible expo scene. Ended up at Olive Garden by 9:30 to make up for the lack of flavor
What?
and experience.
Oh, yikes.
We'll never be back to Limoncello. Well, You haven't been back to Limoncello. You haven't even been there the first time. You can't say back. You didn't go. This is a review on behalf of.
Why would you go to Olive Garden after? That's too
Imagine
much.
eating a whole Italian dinner and then eating a second entire
that
Italian
wasn't enough.
dinner.
Let's go somewhere where we'll be family.
I mean, I'm making fun of gluttons, and you and I have eaten half of an entire thing of popcorn.
This popcorn is like
I'm crushing
I'm
this.
so
dude.
full.
I had to throw another dip in just so I don't even want this dip. I just don't want to eat popcorn anymore.
Oh my
This
god.
popcorn's getting at least 4 stars from me.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you know what's a bit concerning?
What?
What time did you go to the movie, Vandrew?
10 a.m.
And this popcorn tastes no different.
It tastes fresh.
It is now 9:49 p.m.
It's literally almost been 12 hours. Well, no, you got the refill when you left, right? So you left at like 1.
1-ish.
Oh,
Okay.
only 8.5 hours.
All right, it's fine. It's not been half a day at least, Caleb. It's just been a
third
of a day. It's fine.
It's still buttery and warm.
Yeah, that's terrifying me. I don't care.
We don't really know how old this popcorn was before he got it, too.
Right.
Like, how long was it in the
You
box?
ever go to the movie theater and they open a bag of popcorn that's pre-popped and throw it into the popping machine and you're like, what the hell is this? Is this all been a lie?
It's also smart
They
pop.
pop a bunch of it like a day before, and they just keep it ready to go and put it in that little warmer tray.
Well,
Yeah.
by my experience here, it doesn't matter.
Well, it's actually the person in the back who's popping it just by like holding it against their warm belly. Just like a pregnant woman back there who's just like, I'm still in a little oven.
Slow cooked popcorn.
Here it goes. Pop, pop.
It was my first time here, and was my daughter's 22nd birthday. Service was absolutely horrible. Food came out cold. We had a party of 14, and she never came to refill drinks. Not sure I will return.
Like, folks, dude, like you can take a part. I've taken a party of 25 out to fondue, which, by the way, I definitely got stiffed by like half the people in that money. But anyways, I'm not bitter at all. If you're taking an enormous group out, you just gotta be prepared that like the service is gonna suffer a
be
slight
weird.
little bit. It's
Maybe slower, honestly.
it's gonna be slower, and some of you are just aren't gonna get your food at the same time. I'm sorry.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
That is definitely, I'm beginning to see a trend in these stupid fucking reviews. Service was mediocre. Food was bland. Very bland. Put your seasoning or hot sauce in your purse. LOL. Better off at Olive Garden for sure.
No,
That's
no,
the
you're
bar.
not.
That's the bar.
You're not better off at
Olive Garden is the Arby's for people.
If I see Olive Garden a third time during this episode, I'm gonna lose my shit. And now I'm like kind of looking for it. I'm like, I bet there's one more. Oh my god, I found it.
If you had your computer, all right, go.
Hang on.
Poor service. I have eaten better Italian at the Olive Garden. Very disappointing. Restaurant and bathrooms are dirty. Oh, there's someone who sings in this one.
That's because they're in the bathroom with you.
Oh, it's a very echoey bathroom. All right.
I was a bit disappointed visiting Limoncello for the first time. The eggplant parmigiana and the chicken marsala did not make a good impression on our taste buds. Did not seem like authentic Italian recipes and very overpriced items. Sadly, the only thing we enjoyed was the outside ambience and the view of downtown Greenville.
Okay, well, at least they said something nice about Greenville.
You don't really have a view, though. You see the back of a hotel.
Yeah, but you can like walk to you can walk to Falls Park very easily from there. Like you're right on the Swamp Rabbit Trail.
Yeah, but I
at
mean,
that
they're
restaurant.
saying like the view of the like while you're eating.
Oh, it's
see
like
the
a nice
back-
little courtyard.
Yeah. And you're next to like an apartment building.
Did you guys ever go there when it was before it was Limoncello's? It was a bar.
It was a pub.
What pub was it?
It was something very Irish.
I went there like a handful of times because we had a British friend in town who really liked going there.
Oh, the Playwright.
Oh, that was it. It was
Yeah.
the Playwright. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
liked it when it was the Playwright.
Yeah, the playwright just suffered from not understanding what it was.
Yes,
Not having
agreed.
like It was a cool little spot.
It seems like it must have been an expensive spot too, and it wasn't.
It was.
I
went
wasn't
there
on the
one
main
or two
drag.
times because do you remember when our friend Lindsay was dating that weird play guy, Corey? We went there with him a few times.
Wait, which guy?
That guy sucked.
Well, we'll talk about him later. Yeah,
He
we
should
talk
die.
about him. Oh, jeez. Okay.
But Lindsay's very happy though.
I've got a great one, and I would like for Andrew or maybe Larry to read the response from the owner. Whoever finds it first.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I may have it pulled up already. Is this it?
No.
Okay, it's a different one. Okay.
I would never suggest eating here. The food is beyond bland and an insult to anyone who knows how Italian cuisine should be properly seasoned and made. No one cools down the sauces the way they're probably supposed to be. The chef left a tub of raw chicken uncovered in the cooler for 4 days. Sanitation buckets are never used in the back, ever. I could go down on a long list of DHEC violations. If you try and say anything about it, they just fire you over text. I would save your money and go to Luna Rosa's or Carrabba's.
Same thing, right?
But if you're into bacteria-ridden, bland, overpriced banquet food, I am. Then this is the place for you. Edit. Oh, okay, go. Larry. No, Larry, go first.
Okay. Yeah, response from the owner. Thanks for the review, person. You were terminated because you left without cleaning up your prep station. Good luck with any future employment. And then there's a response from the guy.
Edit. To the owner. That's a poor excuse and a lie. Communication is key, and it's certainly not present within your company. Good luck keeping your restaurant open with all your DHEC violations, high turnover rate, and bad reviews.
So,
Fuck off, Jacob.
So, by the way, the average review is a 4, so they don't really.
yeah, no, they actually have pretty good reviews. And also, company, they're not. Are they owned by someone else? I guess. Oh wait, they're owned
Larkins.
by. They're owned by Larkins. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah. Here's one for you. Sadly, our meals were very disappointing. I found that everything served was lacking flavor and seasonings. I ordered the eggplant lasagna, and there was basically a bowl of sauce with a glob of cheese over a few slivers of eggplant. No bread or pasta in sight. One positive was the service. The staff were very professional and attentive, but that's not enough to bring me back. Response from the owner. Hi, Nancy. I'm sorry you did not have a good experience with us the other day. The menu doesn't say anything about the eggplant lasagna coming with pasta or bread. Did the staff inform you that it would be coming with that? Any additional information would be helpful. Thanks.
You can't have.
I think that might be an understanding. I think she means that like there wasn't like a lasagna usually has the pasta piece in it.
But that's what makes it eggplant lasagna. Is the eggplant is the pasta.
Oh.
People don't know what the people are idiots. It's eggplant lasagna because the eggplant becomes the pasta.
I see.
They're thinking eggplant parm.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want pasta, but it's no. They're substituting them. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know who makes the best lasagna in the world? My Aunt Tony.
Oh yeah.
If she's listening to this podcast, she's not. She doesn't even have a smartphone.
I don't know. We managed to get Lauren's uncle to listen to this podcast, so.
Tony doesn't have a cell phone.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Tony's 100.
Not gonna go well.
She's
for
a
her.
trillion years old. She's my 4th favorite woman in the world.
She listens to Spotify on her desktop.
Shout out, Tony.
Yeah, she sure does.
Made a reservation for my parents for an early Valentine's Day lunch.
Nice.
And they treated my parents horribly.
No.
The host was rude, and they tried to sit my parents outside in the cold with the rain, then refused to give my parents a table indoors. Finally, they were able to sit down indoors and were threatened and treated to even worse and rude waitress. The quote crispy calamari was soggy, and the pasta fagioli soup was not good. My father even said he would prefer the one in the Olive Garden over there here. To top it all off, they charge $85 for horrible service, terrible service, and even worse food. It saddens me to this day, so special to be ruined for them by Limoncello.
Oh my god. Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
Wrong one.
you got it. Response from the owner.
Wrong one. Hi, Gigi. I'm so sorry you feel this way about your parents' lunch. We have a giant heated outdoor tent that guests have really enjoyed, so I'm sorry they felt like they would be sitting in the cold and rain. We have been offering it to all of our guests as they arrive. If they didn't enjoy the food, we would have been happy to take it off their bill. I apologize to have these things were not communicated properly to management. Please relay the message to your parents.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that was a woman that I read an epic voice for. Sorry.
Oh. They were just like, you know what? We're going to make sure these parents really have a very memorable Valentine's Day.
We got to make sure these parents are going to be so miserable they're not going to go home and have sex.
No, they were just trying to make sure that they wouldn't eat very much so that they would be able to have sex.
Sex.
You guys ever eat too much on Valentine's Day? Because I have.
Always.
Every time. Like,
I always
hey,
go
man.
to your house for Valentine's Day, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
We make steak dinner. Yeah. It's like, yeah, we're not having sex. I'm so full.
Yeah, we're like, let's bang before we go to Lauren and Larry's because I'm about to eat a steak and a half. Because Lauren's not going to finish hers.
That's true.
And Kat's not going to finish hers. And me and Larry are going to split the 2 leftover steaks.
It literally has happened.
I watched the Super Bowl. It was good.
The what?
The Super Bowl.
Where a bunch of men wrestle on TV.
Wrestling?
They were wrestling
Finals,
on TV.
NCAA finals are coming up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got one for you. Lined up. Location is why we went. 1-star mandatory on the reviews. Do not even deserve that. But was the worst possible place you could possibly go to. The waitress was horrible, and that made the food even worse on 2/26/21 at 8 p.m. in Privet Room. Like getting dry pasta and adding ketchup would have been an upgrade. LOL. Cheap meats and grated cheese was like off the supermarket shelf. Very petty place charges $1 for this and $1 for that, and measured out by the grams seemed like we would recommend Gianna's. Fortunately, they were booked. This person's autocorrect is out of control in this one.
Terrible food. No flavor. Didn't taste fresh. More like cheap canned sauce and boxed angel pasta. Hardly no cheese on top of the chicken. And Parmigiano was dry, overpriced, and not so real Italian food. Wouldn't recommend at all.
You want me to read it? Response from the owner. I'm sorry you feel that way, Kathy. We hope you give us another try in the future. Hot damn. I love owner responses like that.
All right, here we go. I am very happy because, line break, I always chose in this place to enjoy lasagna, but today I paid $51.92 for 2 personal lasagna when the price on the menu is $20. So I paid $11.92 in taxes, and they gave me 2 super small lasagna, angry face emojis, and super salty down thumb. Response from the owner. I'm sorry you feel that way. Unfortunately, we do not have control over food tax.
Yeah.
What? You don't?
Yeah, it's the law. Also, $51.92 for 2 people at a nice Italian restaurant is fucking reasonable.
If you have a glass of wine too, man, you're
There you
getting
go.
away. You're getting away with murder on that.
Yeah, $52. At least it's not $8.
Yeah, but at Olive Garden,
That's
that's
52 a multiple of 8. No.
Olive Garden. If the dish is like $12 times 2 is
Six
$24.
and a
Glass of wine, you could have saved money by going to Olive Garden. Case in point, boom.
You can always have saved money by going to Olive Garden. And you'll lose weight because you'll throw up after.
Wow, just wow.
Oh, okay.
The food was not good, and the service was very poor / inattentive. The lasagna is not fresh. It has to be frozen, prepared, and then frozen. It was full of water and cold in the center. The calamari and the bread were fantastic. But that is it. This restaurant used to be better than this. The new menu is so minimalist. Perhaps it is time for a new chef? We are very disappointed to read about your experience. We only use the best, freshest ingredients to prepare each of our meals to order. It's upsetting you were given the impression otherwise. We'd love a chance to welcome you back and recommend some really great dishes off of our updated menu. Signed, the team at Limoncello.
Here's one for you.
You're so gritty when here's one for you.
What a disappointment. We were seated close to the entrance. Too much chatter at the check-in area by employees. Service was very slow. Felt the menu was limited. Food was just slightly warm and just not that good. Larkins and Marks are always good. I hope Limoncello improves. Many restaurants downtown to try. Won't be back. The gelato was good.
I always got the feeling this was like a gelato place, right? It's like,
I don't know.
or is that Luna Rosa?
You're thinking
Little Rosa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is also good.
I find it interesting that this person was basically like, yeah, we were sitting near the reception area, and like, they're talking too much.
Yeah, so too much chatter. What would be the correct amount? Like, how many chatters per minute is
I will say, like if
chatter?
you notice that, like, everybody's like goofing around constantly and like not really paying attention to people, like that, it would be a problem. But like, if they're just having fun because their employees having fun at their job, man, I'd much rather they were enjoying themselves, I suppose.
Oh, I got a great one.
All right.
Staff saw us waiting at greeting point by door. Waited a few minutes, but no service, so we left.
Oh, fuck off.
A few minutes. So like 3 minutes, and you're like, I'm out of here. Peace.
Nobody's here? Nobody with a smile?
Saturday night in Greenville.
And an
Can't
apology?
Get served in 1 minute.
They didn't even apologize to me and smile at me and offer me an $8 off coupon.
Oh, I got an even better one.
Yeah, do it.
1 star. Delightful in every way.
Wait,
Yeah.
delightful?
Yes.
1 star?
Yeah.
Oops.
Response
Whoopsie-doopsie.
from the owner. Hey, Martha, we're confused whether you had a good or bad experience with us based on the contradicting review. We hope it was good.
Her name was Martha. That should be the clue there that she probably did it by mistake.
Oh, I shouldn't have read her name.
Oops. It's okay.
I went to school with a girl named Martha, and she had red hair, and she was really cute.
Yeah.
I
Was
miss
she
you, Martha.
Superman's mom?
Yeah. I went to grade school with Superman's mom.
She
1, Superman
Batman's
was
mom?
invented in the 50s.
She
2, he's not real.
Martha.
Yeah.
Why'd you say her name? Sorry, Zack Snyder. Just a terrible movie. Sorry. I'm still not over it. Sorry.
You're not?
I'm not.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah,
Oh, I saw that movie. Yeah, that movie was awesome.
Oh, you liked
There
it?
He
had-
punches a guy into space.
I actually really like that movie.
They had the epic
Batman
fight,
v
and then
Superman?
the only reason that Superman stopped punching Batman, he goes, Martha. No, other way around. Batman stopped punching Superman, and he's like, Martha.
Yeah, he took the moment to like realize that he was a human and that he wasn't just like some alien who was like.
And then for the longest
willy-nilly.
time, as being comic book fan, I was like, oh yeah, they have the same mother's name.
I think it was less about having the same name and more just realizing that he even had a mother, and it just like the name itself is what made him pause because it is his mom's name as well.
And then the pearls drop.
But it was less about the moms having the same name and more about the fact that Superman has a mom.
The pearls dropped again in all the Batman movies. The pearls, except
Wait.
for the new one.
Oh,
Except
the
for the new
new-
one. They don't.
Spoilers! I want to know about Martha's pearls.
They don't do it. They finally were like, hey, you know what? It's kind of like Spider-Man. It's like, you know what? We're tired of shooting Uncle Ben. Can we just do a Spider-Man without remembering that? Anyway.
I think I'm out of 1 stars that I really want to read. A lot of them are kind of boring. A lot of them are dumb 1 stars. Hey, listeners, if you're gonna leave a 1 star, God, make it interesting. At least make it an interesting 1 star review. God, I beg of you.
I got one more very good, interesting one.
Yeah, close it out, man.
Horrible. This food don't Italian. Very, very, very bad.
You don't Italian?
This restaurant don't Italian at all.
Very, very, very bad. Like
Sir, did you ask for the waiter to come over and the manager? Yep. This not Italian. You don't Italian.
Hey, do you call this Italian food?
like Robin Williams said in
Aw.
what's that Oh Captain My Captain movie?
Dead Poet Society?
Yeah, like Robin Williams said in Dead Poet Society, very is a lazy word, and language was created to woo women, and in that endeavor, gentlemen, laziness will not do.
Please stop standing on my...
Rufio, Rufio.
Wait,
Guys,
same movie, right?
Stop standing on my table. It's not going to hold you guys. Stop it!
Oh, Captain, my Captain. You know, that poem is about Abraham Lincoln.
Captain, my captain?
Yeah, Oh, Captain, my Captain is about Abraham Lincoln.
Aw.
So there you learn something, you stupid losers. Talking to the viewers, not you guys.
Now I want to go shoot myself in the cold.
Don't
Alright.
shoot yourself.
What
in the
else
foot.
is
It's
this,
super
so
warm.
Spoiler!
So Limoncello also has a lot of 5-star reviews.
Yes, they do have a lot of 5-star reviews. It is owned by the Larkins Group in town. Out of the 5-star, I think the average is like a 3.94, somewhere around there. So,
Yeah.
respectable.
Pretty good.
Respectable.
I've honestly never eaten there. We've wanted to, but I
Let's
actually
check it
haven't
out.
ever gone.
Yeah, I need to go check it out again since they opened. I haven't honestly been basically since like the first
So like soft open.
6 months that they opened. No, this one we went for like a real open.
I went a couple years ago for a company luncheon. It was good. I had the chicken marsala. And it was very it was worth the price that I didn't have to pay for it because my company paid for it at the time.
Oh man,
So,
free lunch is
you
the
know,
best.
you
Free
know,
lunch
it's
is
even
great,
better.
especially at
free
like
lunch.
Olive Garden.
Yeah, but when you're there, your family.
That's right.
And you get to play video games with you can distract your 3-year-old with
That's
video
also a
games
sign
at
of
the
a really
table.
good restaurant. Is like we also offer gambling. What?
Gambling.
Can I have some crayons? No. Have a video game, you freaking loser.
But in the meantime, you don't have to be a loser by just liking and subscribing our podcast. And whatever you listen to right now, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all the things there, we're on them. Just give us a like and give us some recommendations at yesvandrew@gmail.com. We'll read your reviews, read them all out too, because we're very bored. But in the meantime, check out past episodes as well, as we welcome back in our foul-mouthed, explicit Caleb Westman.
What? I didn't swear more than 14 or 15 times.
I wasn't really tallying it, to be honest.
I know.
Because
Now,
I was also doing it, so I don't really...
you had to make up your swears because you were not here.
Hey, have you guys thought like what if
We got a
what
swear
if
jar?
Russia takes over Albania
Mhm,
and then the Albanian love for Van bleeds over into Russia and then like our viewership, listenership.
Do we still have a lot of Albanian listeners, Van?
No, actually, some of them are actually in Ireland now.
Oh, hey, we're in Ireland now.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to do like
Oh,
some Irish
top of the
pubs.
morning to you.
So dope. We're going to lose them all.
We just did a restaurant that used to be an Irish pub.
Right.
So-
It used to be a
What
playwright.
one
but-
used to be, the playwright.
Yeah, Limoncello was the
Yeah.
playwright. But I guess we could do like Connolly's or something. I'm sure there's plenty of 1-star reviews for that place.
I would give one.
Because I love that place. No, I give them a 5-star review. I love Connolly. Well,
One time at Connolly's, I got kicked out
mhm.
because
That explains it.
some guy didn't wash his hands after he peed, and I
Right.
called him out, and he punched me, and so I beat him up and threw him into all the pee that was on the floor.
This is the best. Man,
And the
I want to give...
bouncer picked me up, straight, like hands under the armpits, picked me up, and I was
Like a
so
child.
shocked, because dude, I weigh 270.
Yeah, you're not a small person.
I am not, and he just straight picked
Holy
me up
shit.
and carried me out, and the whole time I was like, "Wow,
Aw.
dude, this is like good for you."
He took you out like a cat.
Like
Like,
a
Legitimately,
baby.
and the whole time I was so
Aw.
shocked, I was not even mad. I was like, "Wow, dude, you are strong." And he's
my
like,
God.
"Oh, thanks."
all right, but you can't, I got to
You can't
kick you
go
out.
back. And I was like, "That's fine." I didn't wanna
5-star
stay.
review, man.
Oh,
That
5
sounds like
star.
you just gave a 5-star
But
review.
then you were like, can I wash my hands?
All right, God, please, my man.
Because I just punched this guy. He didn't wash his hands, and now it's all over me.
Well, I punched him, and then he kind of slipped, and then I hit him again and again, and then he fell into like the ground at Connolly's, but it was covered in pee and it splashed
Right.
everywhere.
Gross.
Because Connolly, that doesn't have the trough. Sharky's have the trough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
love a good trough. Love a good trough at a bar. That's old school right there.
It's community trough.
I'll make sure I always wash my hands when you are next to me in the bathroom.
Or he's going to punch you and beat you into the ground.
Wash your hands.
So one thing we learned from COVID, wash your hands.
That's right.
It shouldn't have taken a global pandemic for you people to wash your hands after you touched your Johnson. You're all gross.
Good part. Good place to end right there.
Coronavirus is a myth.